How Descendants 3 will change everything. With a confirmed release set for this summer, Descendants 3 is going to change everything we thought we knew about the Descendants franchise. And boy are we excited to see what those changes entail. Disney is going all out this time, and we are beyond ecstatic to find out what they have in store for us with this new installment. We came to know Ben, Mal, Maleficent, Evie, and many other characters pretty well in the first two movies, but all of our assumptions will be put to the test with Descendants 3. The plot, characters, environments, costumes, and of course the songs will be brand new. So let's not wait any longer. Let's delve into how Descendants 3 will change everything, and we mean everything. Before we hop into the video, remember to subscribe and turn notifications on. Also, don't forget to leave a like and comment down below saying you did so, and we will try to respond to as many of you as we can. Characters. To start off, one aspect of the new movie that will have a big impact on what we've assumed about past events is the cast of characters. There will definitely be several new characters that our beloved VKs run into. A few names being tossed around include characters from other fan-favorite films like Tarzan, Tangled, and maybe even Brave. With new characters come tons of new opportunities for storytelling, and it will be interesting to see how they interact with the existing characters. Perhaps we'll see a new face in the entourage of our four main friends, or even a new enemy scheming in the darkness. The possibilities are endless, which means we'll have to wait until more details about the movie are released to make any real guesses about who might be joining the cast. If any new companions do come on board, they'll most certainly change everything, as new storylines twist and turn in ways we never imagined, for better or for worse. We're also really hoping to see the adult characters step in and help the kids more this time around, as we found that to be a very interesting plotline in the second film. Maybe the villains have been inspired by their own children to choose good over evil, or maybe they just revert back to their old ways with an attempt to regain control of the kids and lock them down on the Isle of the Lost. And if it turns out to be the latter, don't be surprised if the teenagers disobey their villain parents and raise a rebellion against them. As the first two movies have shown us, Mal and her friends are much more interested in fighting on the side of good than they are in returning home to the Isle of the Lost to follow in their parents' footsteps. As we mentioned before, it's also possible that a new protagonist or two will jump in to help the main characters when they need it. It is hard to tell exactly who the new cast of characters will include, but we are eagerly awaiting the new costumes and fresh takes on iconic Disney characters, both old and new. Because let's be honest, the more Disney we get, the better. Sales. Since the first two movies performed very well overall and gained a dedicated following, we can hypothesize that the third movie will do just as well, if not better, than its predecessors. While the majority of the audience will be on the younger side, there are plenty of older Disney fans to propel the film's success as well. Disney is meant for all ages after all, and the story of the Descendants is captured in such a way that fans both young and old can't help but to be captivated by its characters. After considering the likely demographics of the film's viewership, it's safe to say that a lot of merchandise will be made for the upcoming release, as is the case with most of Disney's larger franchises. The stars of the film are popular subjects for cosplay, Halloween costumes, and other dress-up opportunities, so expect to see a plethora of wicked teenagers and crafty villains when you're out trick-or-treating this year. There is no doubt that Descendants 3 will be a huge success. It will help shape the market for Disney in 2019, influencing the development of other projects in the pipeline, possibly even guaranteeing us a Descendants 4. After all, these movies have cute storylines, infectious music, and a cult following that keeps coming back for more. An easy win for Disney and its creators. Relationships. In this installment, we're also hoping to see some new relationships take root, and a few old relationships develop further. Can Ben and Mal's relationship survive outside of the kingdom? Will Evie or Jay find a love interest in one of the new characters? Are Carlos and Jane still dating? These connections could tear the group apart, or it might strengthen their bond. Obviously, we'd prefer they stay friends forever, but it would definitely spice up the film if some drama were added to the romantic plot lines. Much like in the second movie, there could be an enemy that shares a dark past with one of the other characters, and that would surely shake things up a bit. What if Mal has an ex-boyfriend from the Isle that's not quite over her yet? Or perhaps Evie falls for a resident bad boy with an eye for revenge? This would cause a lot of problems for Mal and her crew, as established relationships are challenged and our characters are forced to choose once and for all whether they're on the side of good or evil. And in our opinion, it would make for a very intriguing development in the franchise. Whether we see it play out through a division in the ranks, a hidden agenda, or a few tense interactions, any new plotline sprouting from a shady or shameful past is going to change the way our characters view each other in a big way. Plot. Descendants 3 will undoubtedly give us a more intricately woven series of plot lines than did its predecessors. New additions to the cast and a now well-developed universe to play in will allow for both tie-ins to previous plot lines and an intriguing collection of new ones. Aside from the aforementioned character and relationship developments that will likely persist into this movie, we suspect a few more elements will remain intact as well. The first two films feature catchy songs that contribute directly to the plot. Disney has no reason to veer away from this proven format in the third film, so we'd bet on hearing at least one song about Mal and Ben's relationship, as well as another in which our VKs ponder the merits of being good versus the thrill of being bad. Honestly, Disney could just make another full film on that idea alone, but knowing Disney, they're itching to give us something new. Either way, we can almost guarantee plenty of juicy subplots, including a few strategically left hanging just in case the fans demand a Descendants 4. Outfits for characters. It's sometimes easy to overlook the costume design for a film, even though countless hours of painstaking work go into it. But the fashion in this series has almost become a character all its own. As the kids in the film have matured, so have their outfits, silently giving us new insight into each character and their motivations. With this being the third film in the series, Disney knew it was time for a serious upgrade. Let's start with the ladies, Mal, Evie, and Uma. From what we can see in the trailer for the third movie, it appears they've each gotten a huge makeover, sporting all new hairstyles, updated costumes, and fresh accessories to match. Disney made changes down to the tiniest detail, so we know they aren't letting anything slip through the cracks in this film. Though Evie wears a blue dress or skirt and has wavy hair in the first two movies, here we can see she's traded in most of her blues for red, white, and black, and her hair is longer and much straighter than it's been before. On top of that, she's wearing a beautiful tiara decked out with rubies, sure to make the other princesses at Aradon Prep jealous. Maybe we'll see a new subplot grow out of this. Next up, we have Uma. Ursula's daughter first appeared in the second movie with a decidedly swashbuckling swagger. Her pirate-inspired look included a bluish-green top and skirt, some intimidating brown boots, and of course, her signature pirate hat. Her new style is equally creative, and we are loving it. This go-round, we see Uma donning a more vibrant shade of blue hair with fewer braids, and she gave up her skirt for some practical pants in a slightly less practical metallic teal. The icing on the cake, though, is a stunning crown fashioned seemingly from her own hair. She's got such a rebellious attitude already, this outfit fits the vibe perfectly. And last, but certainly not least, our girl Mal. As she's usually seen in her mother's colors, you can expect different shades of pinks, greens, and purples to dominate Mal's look. In the first film, her outfit is mostly purple, and her hair matches that perfectly. But in the second film, her style begins to transform a bit. Her hair becomes more pink than purple, and she starts sporting bangs. Her jacket was decorated with jewels and chains alongside green accents. In the third film, her hair is so purple it's almost blue. Her outfit makes her look like a superstar. She's wearing a crop jacket, green leather boots, and dark pants. We thought she looked great before, but this look totally captures her spirit. As for the boys, we've got Jay and Carlos. For Jay, we first met him when he was wearing his signature sleeveless jacket, a pair of jeans, and a classic red beanie. In the second film, though, they added a little vibrance to his outfit, with pops of red in the pants, brighter colors on his jacket, and a black beanie instead of his original red one. As for his new look, in the trailer, Jay's style makes him look all grown up. He's seen wearing big combat boots and a jacket with full-length sleeves. And, perhaps most shocking of all, the beanie is gone. We're not sure how we feel about that part, but in general, Disney has done an incredible job giving this character a style boost. Carlos's iconic new style has added a whole new layer of complexity to the character, and we think it suits him perfectly. Carlos is usually seen wearing the signature blacks, reds, and whites of his mother, the infamous Cruella de Vil. In the first film, he sports a fur-lined jacket with red and and white details. His hair was stark white. In the second film, he went with a short sleeve jacket instead and ditched the fur altogether. To match the silver accents in his jacket, even his hair has a silver sheen to it. His biggest change is on the horizon though, as Descendants 3 will have him in a full leather bodysuit. His silver-toned hair has grown out quite a bit, and he looks to have aged quite a bit as well. We can't imagine anyone being upset about this change. His new look is amazing, and we're thrilled to watch him rock it in the new movie. Conclusion. It is undeniable that the release of Descendants 3 is going to be a big deal for fans of the franchise, but as we've discussed today, it will be anything but status quo. Thankfully, we won't have to wait much longer to find out what happens next, as Descendants 3 will be released this summer on Disney. After combing through everything we do know and highlighting what we don't, we can say with confidence that this film is going to change everything we thought we knew about our favorite junior villains and the world they live in. Anything is possible. How do you think everything will change when Descendants 3 is released? Tell us in the comments down below. We hope our thoughts and theories have intrigued you today, and we've got plenty more videos coming your way very soon, so don't stray too far. Please give a thumbs up if you enjoy this type of content, and subscribe if you're looking forward to more Disney fan theories and deep dives from InZone. We thank you for taking time out of your day to hang out with us here at InZone. Enjoy the rest of your day or night, and we'll see you next time.